aptly named in part for its considerable elevation. We're at Empower Field at Mile High here in Denver, Colorado. We're through the first quarter of the season. Hard to believe, I know, as we kick off in this Week 5 contest. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Here's ETN to begin the drive. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Play action with Nix. He beams one deep right side. Brought in inside the 20. Touchdown, Denver! The Broncos take a 6-0 lead right away. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
Point after try is good by Lutz. And the Broncos will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Now first run of the game, Zamir White. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. The rookie from Miami, they're on a stop.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Baker now from the gun. Caught. Trey Tucker makes the play. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first.
The nice thing about a drag route is it works versus zone. You can find that soft spot and get a completion, but they can be very effective when you got an excellent route runner running away on that drag route from man coverage.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Mayfield now from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Off the play fake. Here's Mayfield. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense. And now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin because we know pressure leads to sacks. And sacks in this league often leads to wins.
All right, here we go. Second down. Another try following the sack. That's caught. Here's Zamir White. And this goes across midfield and into Broncos territory.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
That's caught for the first. And he's taken down at the 30. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's good for a Raiders first. Baker now off the play fake. That's taken in nicely by Brock Bowers. And he gets them down to the 9 before going out. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a first and goal.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
And he will take this in. Touchdown! The Raiders finish off their opening drive. Brock Bowers, the touchdown. Daniel Carlson on for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Raiders respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10. An option give here to ETN. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Shotgun snap to Nix. On the move, headed right. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Raiders get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Oh, man, I'm having to hold my partner back after this one. Captain Fundamental not happy that he didn't take the time to stop and get set before delivering that football. Gotta think that in part led to the turnover.
Yeah, Captain Fundamental because I couldn't run. Kind of like Tom Brady, right? But he's the essence of it. He's the GOAT. Why? Because he sets his feet. He's so fundamentally sound. The chance of interception so much higher when your fundamentals are no good.
It's okay, partner. It's gonna be okay.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the gun, a run for White. They'll cobble together a yard there. Dre Greenlaw getting there for the stop. Only a yard on the pickup, so that's going to bring them to 3rd down and 3.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Forced out to his right. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So they're going to have to evaluate things now on 4th and short. Daniel Carlson out to try this Raiders field goal. This will be a 44-yard look. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to gift them a drive starting at the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. This is hauled in by Ingram. And that's good for a gain of 5. Jack Jones making that tackle.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 35-yard line.
Now movement as somebody goes early. And for the first time today, we're going to hear from our officials. One of the most common penalties in the sport. And the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Let's go now.
Nix from the gun. Buys time, rolling right. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time, secondary, well, they got real sticky, stayed tight, and forced the throw away.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Mims with the grab. All the way, touchdown Denver! The Broncos take a field goal lead in our opening quarter. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. You got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Trey Tucker to return it. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. He's up. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
I'm not sure that deficit's going anywhere anytime soon. If anything, this is a defense that sees their offense creating not a ton of separation on the board, knowing they've got to shoulder the load. And sacks like that go a long ways towards doing it.
Escapes the pocket. Escapes his grasp. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. He has it at the 22. And a big hit on the return to stop him cold. Officially a 69-yard punt. What a kick. And the Broncos get set to take over. Slot man motioned over. Throwing on first down, Nix. Fits it through the middle. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Nix. He's got the hook up to Ingram. And he gets in. Touchdown, Denver! The Broncos get 6 more on their early advantage. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he could rumble the whole way home.
Okay, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer, nobody.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Tucker now on the return. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return...
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a first and 10. The drive starts with a carry by White. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. Baker now. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Drake Greenlaw picks it off. And the Broncos come through with a big play to close out our opening quarter. It's the end of the first in this AFC West showdown. It's a 2-score game early. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. They have it following that interception on the final play of the first quarter. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 38 out of the play, and that will set up 1st and goal.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Etienne will not challenge for the end zone. He loses a bunch here. Offense in the hurry up here.
A loss of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
One more time with Etienne. And he's brought down for a loss.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the old lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So now they're left with 4th and goal.
Will Lutz on for the field goal.
Bertolet able to knock it through. And then extends their lead to 14.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Tucker now on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Connects on the crosser. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That one goes for 31 yards and a 1st down when all is said and done. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. 1st and 10, it's Mayfield. Chased out to his right. Complete over the middle. And he didn't get much time to secure it as he takes a shot. Good job to even hang on through that catch there.
It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down. Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
He's going to push one deep down. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. And the Broncos are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his 1st career interception. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. They send Mims left. Nix with it on 1st. He'll get this to Samuel. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Give him 32 on that play. And the Broncos will have a 1st down. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Play action with Nix. It's a Denver touchdown. Extra point try now from Lutz. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Broncos stretch their lead to 21. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Tucker now on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. And he's got a free play here. He's got it deep downfield. And this play heads out of bounds. Marker down, though, Brock. Could be some free yards here. He saw someone jump, took the free play deep, Brock, and that gets them a much bigger play than the penalty would have. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. 1st down. Here's Baker. Throwing deep for the end zone. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Well, you got to have a short memory in the NFL. Incompletions happen. Now you got to make the adjustment and go get the next one.
Throwing again is Baker. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Baker throwing again. Has it at the 7. And he's in. Touchdown. The Raiders fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. Carlson now to add one more. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Raiders get it back to a 14-point game. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. 1st and 10 now from the 30. shotgun, a give to ETN. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. Offense up to the line fast. They send the tight end in motion. Second and 10 now. Into the hands of Samuel, complete. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Now Nick's on third down. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up. Here comes the Broncos punting unit. And we'll see how his debut offering goes. Only punted once in last week's loss, and he gets this one away. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And it'll be Raider football. They're out and set, first and 10. Tight end going in motion here. Mayfield on first and 10. That brings us to the 2-minute warning here at Mile High. The Raiders driving ahead. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Mayfield now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Ball on the 45, first and 10. Baker now from the gun. Hits him on the in route. They drop him with a big hit. At least he's able to hold on for the game, but boy, Brock, what a shot.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Mayfield to throw again. Throw left side, complete. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
First and 10. Here's Mayfield. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
I know quarterbacks get paid a lot of money and a lot of glamour in this league, but today, well, this is a tough day for this QB. He's taking a beating. And whether it means changing up some of the blocking schemes, maybe mixing in a little bit of run, or heck, this quarterback getting the ball out of his hand more quickly, he's got to start protecting himself.
Caught, nice game left side. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown. The Raiders make it a one-score game before halftime. Carlson to tack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Raiders chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. He doesn't like what he sees, so a touchback. They're going to begin at the 30. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Motioning him from the slot right. Nix from the gun. Connection made. Travis Etienne. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And with third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
from the 37. On the move, headed right. That's complete inside the 35. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Throwing deep towards the end zone. And he has it in the end zone. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos will add to their lead at the end of the half. Extra point try now from Lutz. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Broncos double their lead to 14. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Tucker now on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Beginning a new drive here, but just 16 seconds to go before halftime. From the gun, Mayfield. He fires one deep down the middle. Oh no, they get him yet again. And the Broncos will have a shot at least a field goal here. Maybe the end zone after that return. Well, he's had the kind of scoring day you love to see out of him. 3 touchdowns in the book so far, but now 3 interceptions thrown as well. Gotta do without those.
Yeah, you do. The aggressiveness has helped him find the end zone several times, but it's also led him to find defenders several times as well. You got to figure this out. It's a quarterback teeter-totter. How to dial the mistakes back while keeping that aggressive mindset as well. Well, there's certainly never, ever a guarantee from that distance, but that's one you'd expect to be in your kicker's range. You hate to have a drive come away with nothing, but that's exactly what happened.
A final throw before the break. He's trying to go deep again. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Eward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. From his own end zone, here we go. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. And not a bad place for them to start, up past the 30-yard line.
We don't always know what's said there at halftime, Kate, in the locker room. Some of the adjustments offensively and defensively, but I can assure you the special teams coach pulled his kick return team aside and said, listen, we have a chance here down double digits to spark this game. Let's go out and get a great return to set the offense up for success. And that's exactly what they did.
Baker now off the play fake. Rolling out to his left. That's incomplete left side.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10, Mayfield. He'll get this to Tucker. And they crush him right near the marker. Looks close, but yeah, Brock, I think he safely got that first down before the hit. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Flush down out to his left. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on it.
1st and 10, it's a give to White. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Now Mayfield. Fits it through the middle. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's a Vegas first down. Here's Baker. Stays in the pocket. Now he's forced out. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first. He picks up 15 on the play. And that gives them 1st and goal. From the red zone now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they're headed in reverse after that sack.
Oh, 1st and goal, you take a sack. I got nothing good to say about that. So let me flip it over on the other side where you got everything good to say. That's exactly what you want to do. You want to get them behind the sticks. You want to knock them backwards. And now you put a whole lot more pressure on that offense to respond.
And he will take this in. Touchdown! The Raiders cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Carlson now to add one more. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Raiders chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And he won't opt to bring this one out. Content to keep it in the end zone and start their drive at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Nix. That one's complete over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 44. They gain 14 on the play. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
On 1st and 10, here's Nix. Hit some space around midfield. Still has some space inside the 35. Keeps himself upright. And he gets in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos push their lead further to start the half. Extra point try now from Lutz. The point after splits the uprights. And the Broncos double their lead to 14. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Chooses to bring this one out. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Now here's Mayfield. He's on the move. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's good for a Raiders first. Big play to begin the drive. That's up to the 37. Out of the gun, White. And he stopped after running it up across the 45 to the 46. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 46. Makes the grab in bounds left side. He has room past the 25. And he's in. Touchdown. The Raiders shrinking the lead some in the third. Carlson to tack on the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Raiders chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And it's fielded but not returned from the end zone, so the ball's going to be placed at the 30-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. On the run, it's ETN. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
From the 33 on 2nd down. Connects on the crosser. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Nix with it on 1st. He fires one deep down the left sideline. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down. Not on the same page with his tight end. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Motioning the tight end now. Again on 2nd and 10. Nix. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And this is incomplete. Could have been a touchdown, but all it is now is a 3rd down.
Plays like that are called twofers. It's why coaches live 2 years for one. All the planning, great play call, careful execution led to that, and it was still dropped to the turf. Touchdown, lost.
Forced out to his right. Sideline, he's got it, and he gets the feet down too. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
And he doesn't get this one very far, down to only about the 18. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. They go right back to ETN. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. Working quickly here. On 3rd down, here's Nix. Catch is made in close. And he gets in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. I should know this by now, Brock. I don't know if you're a Broadway guy, but there's a lot of names that belong on the playbill for this lead we've got here. But his name belongs on the marquee as he brings in his 2nd touchdown grab.
Yeah, a bunch of contributors all throughout this roster. No, not a Broadway guy. And with 2 scores now, it's what, a 2-score game? Yep. Easy to see he's been one of the key actors throughout.
Appreciate the honesty. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Mayfield now from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. There drop it. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Trying again, following the sack. Got a man, Bowers has it. Space past the 35. And he's out of bounds, up at his own 45. A very active quarter for us. Plenty of points in that frame as we reach the end of 3. It's Raiders football, and they'll get to work, coming into the quarter trailing. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Baker now from the gun. Has it downfield, working the left. And he's going to be drugged.
Entering accessibility screen, you have 19 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
Like at that 37-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's a Vegas 1st down. Markers reset, ball at the 37. 1st down, here's Baker. And finally they get there to take him down. That is a team sack all the way. Coverage was sensational. Another try following the sack. He's in trouble and gets brought down again. And the back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a 3rd down.
Let's be real clear. There is nothing lucky about number 7 at all for this quarterback. The 7th time he's been taken to the ground for a sack. This defense, they made adjustments. They're incorporating a variety of different looks and blitzes. And it just seems like, Kate, constantly they are a step ahead of whatever this offense is trying to do to protect this quarterback.
Looking slant route, complete. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Here's ETN on 1st down. And this one doesn't go far. 3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7. Nix from the gun. Finds a man, right side. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They send a receiver in motion right. Throwing on 1st down, Nix. Oh, he loses the football. And the Raiders get to it. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. And Vegas takes it back for a touchdown. The Raiders now within 1 score in the 4th. No one else you'd rather have scooping up that loose football. Somebody who could do some damage with it on a return.
Yeah, some poor fortune right there offensively. There was nobody there to, number 1, make the recovery, or number 2, make a solid tackle on that speedster. Once he got the return going, that fumble was headed all the way home.
That one right down the middle. And the Raiders chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 15 at the 25-yard line.
Throwing here, Nix. Buys time, rolling right. That hit affected that throw, and it sails out of bounds, incomplete.
You know, we're so often in today's game looking for this, that escapability, and I love that, getting out of harm's way. Now you just got to find a way to make the connection on the other end.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. He's back to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
It's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. It's a 61-yard punt that time. And it's going to be their football coming up. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Baker now off to play fake. Buying some time right. Now here he goes. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. That brings us to the 2-minute warning here in Denver. Raiders losing by 7. Second and 6 coming up here. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. And they got there in time. He's taken down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, let's get back in rhythm. Get back in rhythm. Get something good to feel good about. Sure, you'd love to get the 1st down, but more than anything, just find a positive play.
And Willie, no, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down.
Every sack, every stop has just been like another nail in the coffin. And now there's only one spot for a nail left. This is their last chance. And that defense, well, they've got this crew on the edge of the cliff. Now can they go finish when it matters the most?
Desperation time here on 4th. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Completed to his running back. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. In a good spot here, 2nd and inches.
It's 2nd and inches at the 12.
From the gun, ETN gets it. And he almost gets to the 5. He goes out at the 6. A gain of 5, Brock, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required.
And that's just about do it, folks. They take it in for the touchdown, and that should lock up this win. So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts them up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
That one splits the uprights. And the Broncos double their lead to 14. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. And they'll be happy about where they're about to take the field. He's up to the 35 on the return. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. That's complete inside the 35. And he hits the end zone. Touchdown. I hope nobody left early, Brock, because we have still got a game. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you think on the other side defensively they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
So everything comes down to this onside kick with less than a minute to go. And the kick is recovered by that Broncos hands team. Well done by them. And that should put the finishing touch on this victory. Football on that 47-yard line. 1st down. They'll give this up the middle to Etienne. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Etienne again. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line. A timeout taken by Vegas. That's its 2nd. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Back to throw it. Escapes the pocket. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it. Leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And it's out of bounds without a whole lot of room for error. He hit it well. They're saying it's out at the 4. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Back to throw. This ball's cut by Bowers. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
I think the defense is still turned around looking for where the ball is. Because that QB and tight ends, they got that ball out in a hurry.
Here he is to throw. And they got there in time. He's taken down. So to the side of Maine, mile-high salutes throughout the building. It's a win at home for the Broncos. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. So for Brock Heward, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos are winners, as we'll see you next time from Denver.
Hey, it's Paul. I was listening to the album. Good luck. You're on your own.
Well, look what the stork brung. Little baby devil with the forked tongue. And it's sticking out, yeah, like a sore thumb. With a forehead that it grew horns from. Still a white shirt. Pulling up in a Chrysler to the cipher with a in a light shirt. Lyrical technician, an electrician. Y'all light work. And I don't gotta play pretend. It's you, I make believe. And you know I'm here to stay, cause me, if I was to ever take a lead, it would be aspirin to break your feet. If I was to ask for Megan D Stallion, if she would collab with me, would I really have a shot at her feet? I don't know, but I'm glad to be back like abracadabra. And for my last trick, I'm about to reach in my bag, like abracadabra. And for my last trick, just like that, and I'm back, bro. Now back in the days of old me, right around the time I became ate some as a way of coping. Take the case of turned me into smiley face emoji. May not be age appropriate, but I will fit an 8-year-old indeed with a participation trophy. Yes, I have zero doubts that this whole world's bound to turn into some Girl Scouts and censorship bureaus out. Shut me down. So when I started this verse, it did start off lighthearted at first, but it feels like I'm targeted, mind-boggling how my profit is skyrocketed. Look what I pocketed. Yeah, it's just like y'all have been like jogging in. I've been running at full speed, and that's why I'm ahead like my noggin. I'm the fight y'all get in when you
choose the team you want to start your franchise with. Use the options on the left to edit league settings.
Rock on my hand, make the rock wanna flock to the spins, cause my eye always watching. I said, okay, loser. We go way back, I won't say okay, boomer. Sweet, I brush my teeth, but still my tooth hurt. You cannot come to the cookout, get your hand up at the cooler. She was in my seat, I had to scoot her. She was at her knees, I had to boot her. She just left the team like we ain't knew her. She just left the team like, okay, loser. Okay, loser. And I said loser. Why the always coming at the woodwork? Don't know why she mad, cause ain't nothing I did to her. She just out here plotting on my, I call her Stewart. She the lowest, she so down and out of sewer. Growed up, back your age, you immature. Maybe one day you gon' create some allure. Maybe one day you'll be great and go on tour. Like me, hey, okay, loser. We go way back, I won't say okay, boomer. Sweet, I brush my teeth, but still my tooth hurt. You cannot come to the cookout, get your hand up at the cooler. She was in my seat, I had to scoot her. She was at her knees, I had to boot her. She just left the team like we ain't knew her. She just left the team like, okay, loser. Okay, loser, ay.
Hey, yo, fresh out the beta game in my jeans, black slap. What do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang. Hey, break down, stay down. Look what I make now. Hit boy, earthquake, boy, it's a shakedown. I done done so much work, they think it's fake now. Big fish, every beat is just bait now. Got rich, some switch, they try to hate now. Please, I'm straight, I got a rake now. Need cheese, cash app, Venmo, PayPal, turned up to the max. I'm finna break down, flow water, big drip, boy, this a gray cloud. Highlights, ball is life, my whole take wild. Big boss, hella chicken, I feel like Rick Ross. Why you going so damn hard? They got me off. These new can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. Hit boy, work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, these. Fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang. These new can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. If hit boy work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, these luxury. Luxury. Ha, these luxury. Ha, luxury. Ha, ha, they can't with me. Slow it. I ain't finna stop till they make the rap blow it. Shout out y'all, she was with me at my lowest. Best baby daddy in the world and you know it. I thought that I was done, he said hop back in. Made it to the league, this is not Pac-10. Headline set, that's a big back end. Let the beat drop, bring that back in. Fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang it. Ay, these no can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. If hit boy work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, these luxury.
That's how I be happening. This for all my not a band. For my ladies on stage, they clapping. Transaction, cause your mama need
flying, yeah, I'm free now. See now. Society's time me release now. Crazy, I'm finna go see now. Big style, big deals, vitamin water, that's a big one. 6 mil, coach came to me like I'm D1, like Will, got 17 hours to the flight out. Only got time for a night out. So tell me what you want from me. We ain't getting no younger. So tell me what you want from me. We ain't got too long, no. You know I gotta catch my flight. You know I gotta reach new heights again. You know you run it up at night. You know I only get one life for this. Went through. J. Cole said it's memes and mills, but I'm the king and adjust it all. Really wanna wipe me down, I got more patience than a hospital. Sweaty better beef with me than never beef with life's obstacles. I'm bad as a bone out. I'm way too toned to be toned down.
I wanna try to beat the fools. I wanna try.
Now I'm finna give y'all another hit.
And I just put my drink down.
Milan, darling, Milan.
That, say poodle, y'all think run this. Miss she, her black, designers say Gucci, Prada print. DOE, I'm a condo rich, big Dolce, Diva, Donda, Dundada, Tokyo, Honda drip. Poppin' Dolce season, new persona, new pushback, but I'm still gon' get that. Labels quaking, they mistaken. I'm that wrist stay frozen, QG. Let's go, I'ma get. Unfazed, unbothered, with a boo, why bother? I'm that, you ain't no. I'ma get money type of. If you ain't getting money, don't type me. Crocodile Birkin might bite him. Can't hang with her if I don't like them. These, I come through and it be crickets. I come through and moves be switching. I'm the problem, I'm the villain. I don't see these rickshaws throwing dirt on my name and he gon' hit still. Know who to play with, and he's know who
for the homies, I move with respect. I don't need nothing on me. The Father may wait for me, feel just like Bronny. I got my little belly, my blessings, they on me. They rain, yeah, you see how I'm coming. It sound like we drumming. I reach on my goals like my nephew be dumping. Back on the rims, riding on rims. Came in all black to that. I came back to back to my to that. Ripping off Cadillac, feel like a Cadillac. Nothing but class. It's never been average, never been on. Averix on me, I'm tougher than homie Javante. The fight is my mantra. I want it, I will. Get you a wheel, they carry it. We fighting a little, my is all. I'm back in my bag. I'm back in my bag on God. Back in my duffel, don't fear no opponent. You know I'm gon' hustle like rubber band on it. Counting my blessings, I'm laughing like Jonah. You don't wish me well, I guess you don't know me. God want these like Malcolm and Sadie. That's word to my mama, tatted on my body. My left arm, they ain't left arm, they still doing harm. Bodies on bodies. Cried over Malcolm, I cried over Dolphin. I'm crying for Nipsey, been feeling like Lauren. Carried the cross, got the sun in my eyes. Groom for this, I ain't meant to be no bride. I'm married, but I know you still feel obliged. Bounce on these, I learned from tonight. Back in my bag and as big as a duffel with blessings on blessings. I came through this struggle, I'm back.
I'm back in my bag. I'm back in my bag on guard. I'm back in my bag. I'm back in my bag on guard.
Yeah, yeah. I came through the rain and I came through the thunder. I pushed through the pain. I'm laughing at summer. My hair was way hotter. I feel like a soda. Escape with my truth. I came back like Nirvana. Throat is all rocky. It's nothing I real. Go back to back, baby. Can't no one here see us. Stomach get all tired. Look like a Leah. Went back and forth and back just like a cornerback. Yeah, yeah. You got veins. I respect whole veins. Tell them get low, man. Just flying high. I gave them low, man. Super the color the whip. Culinary on my wrist. Cooking you, I ain't forgot what you did. State of it all eventually falls. Frequency, this is the ship, I'm home.
I'm back in my bag. I'm back in my bag on guard. I'm back in my bag. I'm back in my bag on guard. I'm back in my bag. I'm back in my bag on guard. I'm back in my bag. I'm back in my bag on guard.
Running through his mind all day, I'm tired. I'm the boss now, do higher. Hang the phone up, I'm so wired. Couldn't sleep, my floor's too higher. I got keys, that girl's on fire. Who's the boss? I got 5 on me, like what's the cost? I'm at 5 hotel in a suite, I'm lost in white. Get down sheets, I got stripes on my cheeks. Hermes fur on my feet, I'm a lead. I ain't giving nothing back, and I'm gone so far, I ain't coming back. I ain't giving nothing back, and I'm gone so far, I ain't coming back. We burning up, every time we hear me, we turning up. Every time you see me, I look like bugs. Pound my friends in a big black truck. I'm Vanessa, I like salsa, I'm a dancer, dance all. You pay fees for my big show, in Ibiza, for my Leisha. Listen, I don't do arguments in my relationships, I'm lit. You don't want me standing on this, then say something, I'm rich. It don't make no
Choose the team you want to start your franchise with. Use the options on the left to edit league settings and choose what role you want to run the show as, a coach or an owner.
keys, I'm not going home. Please stop blowing up my celly phone. Take my keys, I'm not going home. Please stop blowing up my celly phone. I ain't giving nothing back, and I'm gone so far, I ain't coming back. I ain't giving nothing back, and I'm gone so far, I ain't coming back. I ain't giving nothing back, and I'm gone so far, I ain't coming back. I ain't giving nothing back, and I'm gone so far, I ain't coming back.
That ultra ground music, riding in the good, not used. Tighten up, you a lose. I approve. I bet I stamped and approved. Straight ultra ground, make all you haters get down. You understand what I'm saying?
I can show you lame how to do this. Stack your money up, be about your business. They come with the wish list. They come with the wish list. I can show you lame how to do this. Stack your money up, be about your business. They come with the wish list. They come with the wish list. Hey, I met this girl the other night. She said she wanted me and Molly White. Respectfully declined because I said I got a wife. She said she wanted man, her best friend is known around the way. I started hearing about her type. Always with the ball players, that's the one she likes. She got it done, and I guess they look alright. They call her princess, but she down in every. In and out of DMs, tryna be a rapper. She won't get the W, I skirt up when I see him. I know it's gonna get worse when I start doing Coliseums. Gonna be, I just call it how I see him. Let me clarify, I ain't talking about all women. Some just wanna settle down and have a couple cheering. For all my rapper homies, just be careful while you touring. You meet a pretty girl, but her intentions ain't the purest. I can show you lame how to do this. Stack your money up, be about your business. They come with the wish list. They come with the wish list. I can show you lame how to do this. Stack your money up, be about your business. They come with the wish list. They come with the wish list.
Hey, second phone buzzing, just delete the other number, yeah. Cruising at 103 till I seen them teaming with the ruckus. She was peeking out the cover. She said, Gigi, wait, you grew up down the street, my uncles, upper brothers. I said, jumping back, been lit. You at? She was just running, Emmett Smith, running back. She gotta make it. Rubbing it, just caught up. Then she got me playing down, painting nails, calling me sound like the heads of the way I be chasing. You know she got them brands of the bed. I'm in Miami, so we know the bands of the jet. I called her door back with a 50, she wanted this. She said, who? About to make me cancel this L. She said, hood is on, but she in a condo that her buddy own. Payment good, if she good is gone, boy, you should've known. Calling me up on 50 phones for the knowledge. Never let them keep me on my tippy toes.
I can show you lame how to do this. Stack your money up, be about your business. They come with the wish
should, man. Point, point, baby. Do what I could, man. Point, point, baby. Do what I should, man. Point, point, baby. Do what I could, man. Point, 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 baby. Do what I should, man. Point, baby. Do what I could, man. Point, 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 baby. Do what I should, man. Point, point, baby. Do what I could.
I ain't never represent, baby. Ain't do no wrong. I can clean up good for you. Don't want no rights and wrongs. 'Cause I wanna make it. So nasty. I'm $1 million baby. Don't ask me. Oh hell no. You rip my city for so damn long. But you still don't notice me. Sound next. Oh VA next. Not they next. Running up the check. See you back home, mama, she a diva. No matter what happens, she cannot come between us again. I know we're better than friends. I turned up Queen's Gambit, showed around my friends. Try to pick some energy, yeah, it don't matter. I know you haven't moved on if you tried. I don't believe it, baby. I know you lied all night long. What you mean I changed? I stay the same. Had me losing my mind. Said the city is mine. I ain't never represent, baby. Ain't do no wrong. I can clean up good for you. Don't want no rights and wrongs. 'Cause I wanna make it. So nasty. I'm $1 million baby. Don't let me. I ain't never represent, baby. Ain't do no wrong. I can clean up good for you. Don't want no rights and wrongs. 'Cause I wanna make it. So nasty. I'm $1 million baby. Don't let me. makes a Jagger rock. Right now I got two shaky hands, only one way to stop. And I haven't touched it for 7 hours, 3 minutes. Hardly up, already wanna quit quitting. Sweating in an old church basement, wishing I was. Never thought I'd say this.
Hello, my name's Jason.
And I've been losing myself, I've been losing my mind. And I've been standing in the rain, just trying to stay. I was so ashamed to be in this seat till I met a man who was 20 years. He said everybody here's felt the same defeat. Nobody walks through these doors on a winning streak. Hold on, hold on. Hold on, hold on. The broken man in the mirror can't look at me 'cause he's guilty. And I swear that the last couple months that tried to kill me. By the time I saw it coming, it was done with already. It's hard to run from it when it runs in the family. A problem with 1,000 more it's causing. Damn, it's exhausting. This is why I walked in.
Thanks for letting me share, y'all.
And I've been losing myself, I've been losing my mind. And I've been standing in the rain, just trying to stay. I was so ashamed to be in this seat till I met a man who was 20 years. He said everybody here's felt the same defeat. Nobody walks through these doors on a winning streak. I'm tired of being broken. I'm sick of feeling hopeless. Way down here at my lowest. At the end of my road. At the end of my road. So what do I do? So what do I do? What do I do?